Right, welcome back everybody. You've of course had a chance to take a look at the Hamilton's-Helderberg game, and we did take a look at the logs there. Unimil sitting at number 1 in the log, Helderberg sitting at number 2, and that win for Hamilton's pushes them up into position number 5. Jerome, the match between False Bay and NTK is what we're going to take a look at next. NTK are also, well, they've got some work to do. It's going to be a tough season. You know, they've been sitting in the relegation space now, I believe, for the last 5 years. For them to come up against False Bay, they would have still made an effort to get the points, because it's going to come down to NTK, UWC, Hamlets, and Kailsriver at the bottom of the log.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's still at this stage normally NNK is normally the last team on the log. So they've done well. They've got some players in, so they've done their homework. They've got some players in, and like some games that we watched, they were competitive, but not enough for them to make it. So I think for where they are, not happy, but like I said, this time normally of the season they last on the log. So there's a little bit of improvement for them.
Well, it's getting more interesting now around the stats side. Remember, folks, we're still going to do the Infinetics match barometer a little bit later, so don't go away for that. Let's go now straight away to the match between False Bay and NTK, and big thanks to False Bay's Mike Stachmeyer for sending the game in to us. Right, there we go. False Bay, NTK. Unfortunately, we don't have a half-time score for there for you folks, but False Bay really dominating at home there against NTK. Jerome, let's go straight to you. Your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty one-sided, JP. If False Bay is in the 22 of NNK, you know they're going to score, so that was too easy. Again, the defense let NNK down.
Yeah.
It's a big problem for them.
So what's the halftime talk that you're giving the players there now?
Look, I would say in their field conditions, because there was a couple of times which I see NNK try to run in their 22, and the field wasn't good. So I would say don't try to play attractive rugby, because they don't have the defense to play the attractive rugby. Yeah. Try to play them in their half, keep the ball, play some boring or bad rugby, and maybe if Falsby kick back and then try to attack, but try to play in their areas, and don't try to play too much rugby in your own 22.
All right, well, folks, let's go then straight away to the second half of the match between False Bay and NTK. Right, there we go, folks. Final score then for, well, win for False Bay, as we know, a big result. Jerome, final thoughts then on on the game?
Yeah, look, I think False Bay did the hard work in the first half, and in the second half you can see the coach basically put all their bench players on the field, which is also squad management. So he basically gave everybody a run for a long time. So yeah, but again, like I say, NNK, they're good with ball in hand, but they have to also in this league, your defense is the most important weapon that you also have.
Well, we'll take a look at NTK or NNK's run, what they have left for the season a little bit later. They, of course, still have to face Tygerberg. They've got to, well, we'll do it now. They still have to face Tygerberg. They still have to face Kales River, Villages, UCT, and Unimill. Maybe we'll touch on that after the segment. Right, folks, of course, as you know, MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy is on board with Cab Rugby TV. Now, MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy is, of course, the official pharmacy of Western Province Rugby and the DHL Stormers. And, of course, MChem is on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. We've got everything that you need. And what I absolutely love about MChem is the value service. When you walk in there, there's always somebody there ready to greet you, ready to say hello and make you feel welcome. There's always someone that will immediately ask you what it is that you need and how they can help you and find the product that you need. And if, of course, if they don't have it, they'll find it for you. And then, of course, try and find it for you at the best possible price. But as we know at MChem, the prices are already excellent. And their brands, the products that they carry, always quality brands. Not to mention the multiple zones at MChem. Of course, upstairs it's the supplement zone. There's a health and beauty spa. There is the travel clinic. There's a restaurant and a coffee shop. Downstairs is the dispensary, of course, the pharmaceutical dispensary, the orthopedic and surgical zones, the health zone. Everything that you need, you can get it in MChem. So if you're not sure, then that's where you should go first. Folks, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the match between Brackenfell and Durbanville. And we'll start taking a look at some of your other logs results and fixtures in a second.